Hello, everybody. This is a nighttime message. Um, just something I wanted to throw up here real quick. I do have a part two to my cuffing season as well, but I'll get that out. I'm sorry I abandoned y'all a little bit this weekend, but I just wanted to share this. This one is titled Angels, Demons, and Addictions, right? As y'all can see, today's message is called Angels, Demons, and Addiction. Now, I'm going to start this off with sort of like an example a story, since it's a nighttime message, right? Okay. Okay, so y'all bear with me, all right? Okay, let's pretend we're at school and suddenly you notice that the school janitor, is acting weird. And although you can only see him from behind, it is obvious to you that he is moving funny. Suddenly, the janitor turns around and he has been transformed into some type of zombie demon, and his eyes have turned all one color. Luckily, the main bathroom door has a lock on it, which you quickly turn with hopes that it will lock him in so that you can possibly get an opportunity to escape. And it does, it actually works, but you know that it won't hold him long because not only is he the school janitor, but he is also the maintenance man for the entire school building. So let's just say that he's pretty darn crafty, right? You then manage to get ahead of him, but you can now hear clearly in the distance that he has now freed himself and is now quickly running in your direction. However, now instead of being just him chasing you, you turn around to notice that a few others have also joined him. You can see the exit ahead, and somehow you manage to burst through the double doors without getting caught. And now that you have exited, you also see that it is total chaos outside of the building and people are running everywhere, right? Now, you don't mean to feel happy about this, but fortunately, everyone who was chasing you when you were in the building now seems to be occupied or distracted as they now begin attacking someone else, right? However, there are still two who are headed your way, who just don't seem to be letting up. And not only are they gaining momentum, but now they are right on your heels. Suddenly, one of them seemed to have grown wings and scoops you up. As a result, you begin swinging your arms aggressively for dear life to the best of your ability as you attempt to try to set yourself free, while the other runner is still down below and appears to be just as frightened as you are. So you assume that he too also soon may soon be a possible victim just like you, right? Even though you are now exhausted, suddenly you gain a little extra strength from somewhere and give the what you think is a demon one last good hit as it then releases you. And surprisingly, you fall back down gracefully to the ground. So, he didn't let you fall hard, He just let you fall gracefully. So he sort of let you down easy on the ground when he could have just dropped you, right? Sure, you're a little banged up, but you're free. As you then now join the other runner that you was once running with before, that you thought both of them was demons coming at you, but one was, one wasn't, right? The one that scooped you up, you assumed that it's a demon, but anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay, so once again, you're now running side by side with the other person, right? So you are convinced that this person and you are somehow in the same boat, as you two then make the decision that at this point it is best that you both should stick together, right? You both then look ahead and notice that it is one last building at the end of the street. So you carefully decide to run in together and tuck yourselves away in a dark corner behind some boxes in a room. You are then nominated to be the main lookout due to the fact that you are the one who's closest to the door. But unbeknownst to you, the person that you were just frantically running with is actually the biggest demon of them all, who is now behind your back preparing to kill you and is even brandishing a huge knife which plans to sacrifice you. You turn around quickly as you notice a light that is now flickering in and out on their oozing flesh as it drools from the mouth, and its transformation is almost complete. You attempt to run, but it's too late, and it is already riding your back and is trying its best to bring you back down low to the ground. You feel so foolish because you now realize that perhaps the one who carried you wasn't a demon at all, but was only there to save you as you peered through the window and can now see that they are also saving others too. In that moment, as much as you would love to run outside, you're way too exhausted and barely have any fight left in you. So you submit and mentally prepare yourself to accept your own fate, right? You then close your eyes, and just as you decide to give up, the doors fly open, and there are now several of what you thought were flying demons, due to them having wings, a bumpy back, and not much of a pleasant look on their faces, are now ripping the demon apart and have come to your rescue. Okay, guys, the bottom line to all of this is okay, anybody out there, y'all, who have any type of addictions or things that you feel like you can't handle alone, don't give up, right? And just know that there's help out there. And I know that it's not always easy when you begin your journey to recovery and make the decision to leave these bad habits behind, because it can definitely be a hard fight. But you have to make sure that you're fighting off the right things, right? Because there's going to be people out there who truly, really, truly love and care about you and want the best for you. And the downside of that is there are also going to be people out there who also want to keep you in bondage with them and don't want you to change. And most of the time, that's only because they see no way out for themselves. And I hate to use the term misery loves company, but there's almost no better way to put it. So you can just often, so you can often find yourself in a battle with people you love, like friends, family, etc. And if that's not enough, the damn devil don't ever have a problem hanging out in your subconscious while secretly making you believe that you can't function without something or can't cope without becoming dependent on these addictions, right? I mean, the addictions, things you can be addicted to. We already went through that on other videos. I mean, like I said in one of my previous videos, even when I did used to drink like that at times, the next day, any problems that I could have been trying to drown out still remain. So, in other words, it all becomes a part of the illusion, which later, especially if you do it for a long period of time, it only has the potential to possibly ruin you, be it mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, you name it, right? You know how the old saying goes that says a leopard cannot change its spots, which means that people or things are not able to change their basic characteristics, especially when you are critical of those characteristics, right? So basically, people cannot change their basic habits and or personalities, right? But I like to beg to differ because y'all know me. I like to believe that anything is possible. Everybody have a potential to change, right? But let us notice how it says basic habits. Basic habits is like you before the addiction, right? Because we all know that ain't nothing basic about being addicted to anything. So we have to keep in mind that some of these habits were never ones that we needed to own. Because 9 times out of 10, it stems from something that went wrong somewhere in our lives that was never addressed or dealt with properly. And that's whether it's present or past, right? So we have in some way allowed the addictions to fill the void slash hole in our hearts, whatever you want to call it. So the bottom line, once again, is don't give up, y'all, or find yourself in a corner frightened and battling these demons alone. It's help out there. You just have to want it and have faith and believe that you can change, okay? Thank y'all for joining me tonight, and I love y'all. Y'all already know. It's also a part in the Maxwell song called Bad Habit that says, this is the highest cost, take you and make you off, love you and leave you lost. Will you forgive me? And you need to be saying, hell no, right? Because ain't nobody got time for all that, right? Well, don't say hell no to the addictions, right? It talked about taking his soul down to the level. We don't need none of that either, right? So thank y'all for joining me on this nighttime message. I may do these randomly. And at the end of the day, y'all know me. I just hope it helps somebody. Okay? It's help out there, y'all. You want it for yourself and make that change today. Okay? All right. Most time it don't do nothing but ruin you, right? I love y'all. Have a blessed night. Bye.